Oh, they may be playing football, and the crowd is yelling, kill the referee. But no matter what the score, when the clock strikes 4, everything stops for tea.
Hi and welcome to Spill the Tea, the show for British expats and everybody that loves all things British. I'm Ian.
And I am Sam. And on today's show, it's me, you, Travis, and a cup of tea. That's it.
That's it.
For real.
There's
for reals.
For realsies. But, you know, there's a good reason for that.
Yeah, because we used all of that content up for last week's show.
I'm still exhausted from it.
I'm so tired from last week's show. But it was fun.
It was fun. I'm very happy not to be doing anything other than...
Having fun makes you tired.
No, it does. It does. But I think it was great. But again, I'm really happy that today we just get to relax.
Yeah, just relax a little bit.
Not try anything technical. Nothing.
I love that part.
Oh, look, here we go.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Travis is with us
Oh, look,
today.
I have a lower third today.
Oh,
Look at you.
yes.
It's only taken a year.
It's only taken 53 episodes.
Were you born here?
I was born in Las Vegas, Nevada, yeah.
That's a rarity.
I've lived in the same zip code for my entire life.
Have you?
Yep.
Whoa.
kinda
Now, for
crazy.
anyone that doesn't know, we film here in Las Vegas, but people tend to leave Las Vegas and people tend to move to Las Vegas, but you don't meet many people born and stay here forever.
Especially in the same zip code.
Especially in the same
same zip code. Apparently
Exactly.
we got cheap houses where I live.
I mean, when you talk to people who've lived here their whole lives, how old are you now? 21?
I'm 22.
22. Actually, I think I've lived in Vegas 22 years. I moved here and you were born?
98.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's so weird.
That just really says it all right
It does,
there,
doesn't
doesn't
it? Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But when
Lots
you
changed.
talk to people who are older than 22, born and living here, and they talk about what it was like or how small it was, it's hard to imagine how much it has grown within that that period of time.
It is.
I'm friends with Lorraine Hunt, the former Lieutenant Governor of Nevada, and when her family moved, and she was quite young.
Name dropper.
Yeah, when she moved here, she said coming down into Vegas through Boulder Highway, she said there were teepees. But there were teepees, and people were living in teepees.
Wow.
And they moved here. They owned the bootlegger, and started buying property, all over town and stuff, which now is kind of the Strip, really.
Well, it was a good investment.
It was a
wasn't
great
really?
investment, and then she did say there was
Yeah.
one property, and I think her mum said, "Oh, I don't think you want to buy that piece of land." She didn't buy it, and I think it's now where the Flamingo is.
Of course it is.
But they've done incredibly well,
Well,
and
I'm
the
sure.
bootlegger it's been a staple
It has
forever
here in Las Vegas.
in town.
So, yeah, I guess just harping back to last week for a minute, though.
I don't even know how I got there. Travis, 22 years. Okay, now I know how I got
Now
there.
you- I was going to say, we've only just started the show.
Rabbit hole.
And we're already off on
We
a
just got
tangent.
down a rabbit hole.
Anyway, it was a great show.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being there. I think a lot of you were
Yeah.
really giving us a lot of comments and appreciation for that. So we thank you for that. And no, it was fun though. It was nice to dress up. Thanks to all the usual suspects for coming into the studio.
Yes.
Mary, of course.
Oh my gosh, she's so funny.
She was on form.
I just love her. Yeah, especially when she's talking about Tom Jones.
I haven't actually read that. I want to go and actually get the
Got
book
to
and
read
it now,
that
'cause
chapter.
There's something there between Mary Wilson and Tom Jones.
Something a little smouldering,
There
I
is.
think.
And I'm going to find out what it is, and then we'll see what the real details are, because you can only write about it to such an extent.
Degree, that's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we should have story time on Spill the Tea.
We should.
A bit like Jack and Ori. Do you remember Jack and Ori?
Of course, remember. Jack and Nori tells the story.
Sorry. But we used to say pick a bogey, bum bum. Wrong words. But that's what we sang as a kid. As kids.
Sure you did. But we also had Daniel. Daniel Emmett sung. He did great.
He did. It's not easy for any singer to sing early morning, is it? It's just not.
No.
You've got to warm up. You've got to wake up.
That's right.
You've got to have your tea.
Yeah.
With your lemon in it.
And David Goldrake,
Yeah.
the magician. So,
He's first time I've met him. Lovely.
yeah, he's a very nice guy.
And I watched him closely with that trick that he did.
I know, it was good, right?
I don't know how that happened.
He's like the most famous person in Luxembourg.
Is Is he really?
There's that's a T-shirt right there.
And
You
I
should
made
have
I
that.
made him eat my 2 cakes.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I shouldn't." Did you say he was fasting or something?
Yeah,
Well, I
earlier.
ruined that.
He was fasting like 2 weeks ago. Or
He
something.
Oh,
did
right,
enjoy both those cakes.
I didn't
so.
get to eat anything. I mean, I know that the fish and chips came
It's
and
hard,
the cake
isn't
was there,
it?
but I was so kind of like
It was like being in a circus,
Well,
really.
it was, and we'd started building the set out Friday,
That Friday before.
the
yeah.
Friday before, and then I came in. Amanda and I came in on Saturday and did
Yeah.
a few hours. Then I came in Sunday morning and did like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Just setting the
It
room.
looked amazing.
And then I got here at
It
it was like 6:30 a.m.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got here at 7. I remember that.
Yeah.
And so we there was a lot that went, and you
Yeah.
know how this show is. We don't put effort into this show. We just kind of keep it as organic as possible. So, and we had a running order.
We actually had a running order because there's so many moving parts.
Yeah.
And
And we had a couple of technicals, which,
it happens. You know what I mean?
know
It just happens,
I just
doesn't it,
don't
Travis?
like it when it happens.
No, we don't like it when it's not
We
smooth.
did throw the running order out of order immediately.
We did.
Well, but it felt right though. Like we went. We
did a switcheroo, didn't we?
did.
switcheroo. We did
Yeah.
like one of those highlight reels because it felt like we needed one at that point.
I think, when you've been in entertainment for as long as we have, you just innately know when something's not doesn't feel right.
Right.
It doesn't feel
So
comfortable.
did you feel? So you obviously knew all the things that we changed on our original order. Did you feel that? Oh yeah, that feels
Yes,
right?
yeah. When we said, "Oh, let's do that
I
now."
think when Glenn, the Codfather, coming in with all the fish and chips was great.
Yeah.
I got a bit of one of something, whatever you gave me, but
Oh,
I
fish
didn't,
cake.
Yeah,
And a bit of sausage.
I missed out on most of it, I must admit. But
The smell just made me hungry.
I know.
Oh,
it
it
was
did
great.
just
smell
wanted-
good.
But
the
we
chips.
sort of knew that was a possibility, but it wasn't really.
Wasn't in stone.
And then he just turns up
Shows
during
up
the
with
show.
fish and chips, Sheffield fish cake, battered sausage, curry sauce, mushy peas,
Mushy
as
peas.
Mary likes to say,
She
and salt and vinegar,
But there was
sauce and
only
vinegar.
5, and there's like 300 of us in the studio.
The fish is about like that big, like a whale.
I know. But,
But,
bless him, that was very kind.
Yeah,
of
it
him
was
to-
lovely, and he's
to take
doing
the time.
so well, and that's thanks to the British community. I think we're a very critical bunch of people. We like things to be authentic, so I think
do.
it is quite. I'm sure he was very nervous, like, "Oh, are they gonna love it?" Because that's your litmus test, isn't it?
I did have after the show ended, actually, we were kind of like messing around. And we hung out for a little bit. I was thinking we were going to actually go live again, but
Right.
I think we were all pretty much like done
Yeah,
at
wiped
that
out.
point. But we did do one little thing. We posed for a photograph on the stage, all of us, and I'm not sure we were all 6 feet apart, so don't judge us. But at the same time, we got it flicked over to video, and in a sort of fairly sort of spontaneous moment, we did
Yeah.
this. 1, 2, 3.
I love that. Oh,
There it is. I thought it
we're
was a bit
so
of fun.
lucky to have Mary. She's part of the family.
How did that
How did that
happen?
even happen?
Well, I mean, I know how it happened because she's been sort of a friend of the studio for a long
Yeah.
time. But, and I know when we started a year ago, I thought, the
Yeah.
very first show, I thought, we're going to get Mary. At some point, we're going to have
Yeah.
to get Mary. I mean,
Yeah.
but didn't know we were going to get her quite as much as
Yeah,
we did.
we love it. She's so funny. And
she's great.
gosh, I love to see when she shows up because she always looks so well put together.
yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a lot to learn from Mary. One about being yourself, because she's totally herself. She's just relaxed and it makes it easy to be around her,
Well, I mean, she's done this stuff like thousands of times.
Yeah.
She knows how to work the
She did.
camera and work
And
the
I
show.
loved her story. If you didn't see the show last week, go back and watch it. We keep them all up. And she talked about eventually becoming friends with Princess Margaret, but how that friendship started.
And I'm not surprised that her and Princess Margaret were friends
Oh.
because they are definitely a bit wild.
Yeah.
And we've all heard the stories about Princess Margaret. So
Yes. There's been a very good documentary on Princess Margaret on PBS.
oh really?
And very insightful because a little bit like, Harry, you've got the heir and the spare. What was her role? And back then, she'd fallen in love with a man who was divorced. That was correct, wasn't it? originally.
Yeah, it was.
And that was.
I'm only knowing this through the. Well, I did know that, but I only know the details through watching The Crown.
Right. Okay. So
Which I
don't be doing that.
I have to say, it's one of those shows I love, but for some reason it dropped off for me at about halfway through season 2. So I am determined to get back to it,
revisit,
and watch the rest of the shows. Actually, we were talking about shows to watch just before we came on air, weren't we?
Yeah, we were.
And what was it? You were talking about Peaky Blinders, Travis.
It's based in Birmingham. It's like Birmingham gangsters in World War II. It like features Winston Churchill, not actually, but it's like I'm like, oh, this stuff really happened, and it happened in America, but it's.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting because the men had a very difficult time when they got back from war because their wives had been running not just the households, not just business, but also dodgy business too.
Yeah, it was dodgy business.
And the guys wanted to come back and just step right back into like, I'm here, and they had a lot of issues, with that.
It's pretty gruesome though.
It's gruesome,
Yeah.
and the
Oh my
music
God.
is unbelievable.
It's like
Well, you like the cinematography side of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like if you took any like the Godfather and then just made it into a show. That's like it's so dark and like contrasty. Even like in the midday, everything's like the UK, everything it's always overcast. They somehow have like detail and like shadows and overcast days, but
It is. It's very well filmed. I love the music.
The other one that I liked recently is The Great, which is Catherine the Great.
Oh, someone just told me about that too.
Yeah, again, it's sort of edgy in a different way, but it's sort of like a dark comedy. But it's
Oh.
not. It's got not comedic, but it's really just done very well. It's very kind of up to date, even though it's about Catherine the Great.
I've got that one saved actually. Is it Prime or is it Netflix?
I can't remember.
Talking of
One
TV,
of them.
EastEnders is back.
You happy about that?
I am. Except the episodes are only 22 minutes long.
Well, so they're filming again, basically.
They're filming
so-
again. It's taking longer to film because, for example, if they were filming now, you and I would have a piece of plexiglass between us. And if we were walking on the street having a conversation, there would be plexiglass with wheels walking between us.
They're not doing that, are they?
Yes, they are. It's very extreme. I think it's just...
So our little clip we just played there of us on the table.
Here's the thing, you can't see the plexiglass.
see, it's actually it's over the lens. The whole lens is covered in plexiglass, so the audience can't get sick. So
that makes perfect sense.
every single lens has a layer of glass, so you guys.
Yeah,
don't
so
get
I mean,
sick.
then they're not doing they have to do their own makeup and their own hair for the show
Yeah.
as well. Which
I mean, it's EastEnders. What can you do? I mean, it doesn't matter.
you just usually look
You're meant
wrecked.
to-
You just usually look really tired and
Yeah.
depressed.
Exactly. There's not an art to that.
There's no, it can't be.
It's gonna be like a student film every single time you watch a show.
And they've got arrows all around the offices and stuff and whatever. But it's taking longer to film because of these other requirements. And so you get 22 minutes. I mean, and of course, there's no commercials, and 22 minutes goes like that.
I bet.
But yeah, it's back. I watched the first episode last night, and
Oh,
I was
nice.
just getting comfy and getting into it, and I was like, and that was the end of that, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
So they're going to have it, I think, 3 times a week, because they always had
They
3 or
do.
4 a week. But yeah, they're very short. But I'm glad it's back.
Well,
but I
good.
don't like the fact that, like I said last week, instead of picking up where they left off, they just did this little like, hey, what happened to Ian? And then a list of what happened to him. But they were major stories that I didn't like that.
Wait, what?
As in, they haven't continued the story. Oh,
there an
Ian
Ian?
is a character. Yeah. Oh,
As in, not the one, the originally Ian.
Yes!
Ian
Beale.
Beale.
He's
Is
still
he
in-
back?
Sharon's in it. You remember him? Remember
my-
they had that song that they did together, her and Ian. They had it on the chart.
No, I think I
yes,
must have blocked that from
they
memory.
are back. Yeah, they're back.
Oh.
And Dot Cotton has only just retired, 90
I didn't know
something.
she was still alive.
I mean, she doesn't always look like she's alive, but yeah, Ian Beale is still in it. Still in it.
Wow.
People still hate him.
So I haven't moved on fully from our show last week, and I was going to ask Travis. I'm a bit slurry today. What's going on? I need more
Is that
tea.
tea right there?
A bit slurry.
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff, this. Okay, red leather, yellow leather. I'm back on it now. Whatever that is.
Oh, my hair looks
Did you-
bizarre. What's
Did
going
you like
on?
being one of the headliners?
I
On
did.
the advertising.
I
We
did.
didn't.
I
I did-
liked that.
I didn't have a
the poster.
camera.
Yeah, look, we got the poster here. That we
Oh
did.
yeah, hold on. Where is it? Right there. Okay.
Yeah.
It's reminiscent of a Panto poster.
If you,
Well, that's what I was going for, but
Yeah.
it didn't quite work out. It's a sort of more like summer season.
If you look at me though, I'm wearing like a sweater that I wore during the holidays.
Get lit.
It says "Get lit," but it's a menorah.
Well, and I was going to put Travis the engineer, but I thought Get Lit Travis is just
Get
as
Lit
Get
good.
lit,
Travis.
Travis. I love it.
It's
So
amazing.
yeah, so we went with that instead.
I didn't wear the fancy shirt.
You were like, "Why did you put me on the poster?" It's like, well, you needed to have your moment in the spotlight, Travis. You know, you're there every week.
Yeah.
I'm here every week for every show we do.
People like
ever.
it when you're on the show. When we, yeah.
Cool. For the rest of the show, it's just going to be this. All right.
That's it.
There you
That's
go.
it.
Here's the show.
That's
Actually,
it.
go to the wide a second.
Works for me.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I kind of kicked my trainers off here, and I was thinking, I don't know if I was actually on the wide, but I'm not, so that's good.
Well, now you just told everyone.
No, that's fine. I don't mind.
Well, what they don't know is I'm not wearing pants. So
Actually, we didn't know that either. So that's great. That's awesome.
air the bits out, you know.
Which comes back to another story we were talking about before the show about Sam's friend, but we'll move on from that.
If he comes on the show, we'll see. He'll probably talk about it.
He probably will.
Talking of your bits.
Just put it in the comments what you think we were talking about.
We may have to have a beep button for this. For
Yeah.
that guy. We'll
Your
see.
3-piece suite and your meat and 2 veg, twig and berries.
No, you keep going. You keep going. Whatever
there are
you
more.
want.
There are more. There are more. What can it be? 2 sausage rolls? No, one sausage roll. Not 2.
Travis, if we just
2 sausage
sit here.
rolls.
Sam's just going to take herself down this rabbit hole.
How about 1 sausage roll and 2 onion bhaji's?
Oh my god.
What's in your tea?
It's just mint.
Just
Mint,
Lord.
mint,
Mint.
mint tea.
So we also didn't. We got to do the prize of Mary's book, which
Yeah.
it would have been another 3 hours if we'd have done.
It
all
would have
those
been.
things.
Chris won that, and Chris let me know that his dad is a huge Supremes fan.
Well, that's
So
fantastic.
I have a feeling that's probably making his way to
And
his
he
dad.
was on the comments. He was actually throwing out every person, like Elvis, Beatles, Stones,
Somebody,
anybody.
something will
Bucks
stick.
Fizz.
Something Bucks Fizz. Oh, did you see them recently? Ian,
no,
I
I
got
didn't.
to send you the video. Oh, there's 3 of them. The choreography
Oh yeah.
is like nothing I've ever seen in my life.
If you don't know who Bucks Fizz is,
Oh,
everybody
look them up. They're called The Fizz now.
I know the Fizz.
I think
'cause
it's called The Fizz.
one of them bucked.
Yes.
Anyway, but there's this movie out called Eurovision, which is a Will Ferrell movie. Yeah,
So
So if
good.
you've seen that, Bucks Fizz were the British entry to that and won it in 1981, maybe.
It's got to be 80s,
Something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, they sort of had a career, amazingly, and but they sort of went away, and now I guess they've come back, like all good bands do.
They do.
They do.
Everybody's reforming and coming back. But I've got to show you that video of the 3
All
of
right,
them.
we'll get that
It's
one
the
on the
best
show.
thing you've ever seen in your life.
We
Oh.
will. Now, there is one thing that we didn't actually get to. Which are we doing this because we said we were going to do the teapot here, and do the
Yeah.
give that away. In fact, actually, it was Kevin's suggestion down there in Santa Monica, but we couldn't really figure out the best way of doing that.
Yeah.
So we think we figured out the best way of doing it now, and
Mm-hmm.
the only fair way. You see, on the list there's like a sub list. If you're following the show, thank you very much. And if you're not, press the follow button, if you will. Thank you very much.
Yep, and maybe a little share too.
A little
Very
share.
nice.
But if you go further into that, there's an area there's a list of people that are called top fans.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think you can apply to be a top fan.
No, I think it's how much you've interacted.
It's how many shows you've watched and how much you've interacted. Puts you
Yeah.
on a list of top fans. And I'm not sure if you know if you're a top fan.
You get
you?
notified.
You do?
Yes, you get
I
notified.
think also when they comment, it says top fan. I'm not sure if that's
It
just
does.
because it shows us the admins, or if everyone can see that.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
that's interesting, that.
It might do. Well, I mean, you know what? Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see.
Yeah.
And great, for some reason my comments aren't working.
Oh, hang on. Let me check mine.
I can see who's watching.
I've got my notes up here.
Nick's there, Kevin's there, my mum's there, Patrick's there, Craig. I can see, but I can't actually see comments.
We know 3 people are watching.
That's good, and they're all family. But
I can't see comments either.
oh well, we'll get back to that. Forgive us if we're not responding, but we will get there. Hold on. So, but you know what? I can go into the list of top fans. So I think, I'm not sure, but I think I can. Yeah, here we go. So what we thought we would do is actually make the competition only for the top fans, because we think that this is kind
This
of a
specific
big deal.
big prize.
This is a big deal, and if you've been with us long enough. Now, there are a couple of exceptions to this. My mum can't enter.
My sisters and my mum can't enter.
Or if you've you're somehow involved with the show, Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are a few exceptions that we have to zip by. Or if you happen to be the husband of one of the co-hosts here, Jeremy, or happen to be Australian, Marcus.
There you go.
Just any Australian, really.
You're off the list.
Yeah. So basically that narrows it down to 2. No, it doesn't. Well, there's not that many. But there are a few. So here's the thing. And we probably won't do that like at this very second, but are we doing it before the end of the show?
Yes, yeah.
We're going to do that. So in true Blue Peter style, here's some I made earlier.
High tech.
There's actually names on each and every one of these that we've put. Look, there's one, Pauline.
Yeah.
Here's 2, Robin. See, you're on there. And there's a bunch of these, and they have all your names. Should we say whose names are actually in it? I think I know which ones are.
Yes, just
right.
run down the list.
And you'll know who you are because there's no actual double names. Mike, Sandy, Margarita, Linda, Sue. Sorry, Mick, couldn't be in it. Kevin, Pauline, Dawn, Suzanne, Robin, Anna, Vanessa, Erin, Gary, Sarah, Alison, and Sharon.
It's a lot of top fans. Thank you for watching this show.
Thank you. Yes, you qualify. So we figured that you guys would be the ones that should qualify, and it was Kevin's idea as well. So if he actually wins it, it's going to seem very rigged.
Yes, it is.
It is. Now here's a question, Sam. Can you get your hand inside the teapot? Can we check that?
It's just a challenge.
Because I was thinking of putting them in there, but if you get your hand in and you can't get your hand out, that's going to be an interesting element to the show.
When's the last time we washed that? Has it been washed?
Do we have another charger cable? It's stuck.
Oh.
Oh no! Is it really? Okay.
No, you
charger
can.
Cable?
Wait, is that one not working?
We can't hear you.
Not working.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
We'll work on it. We'll get all our administrative team and PAs. You realise you can't be heard right now, obviously. Well, you can in distance.
Like I'm in a cave.
Like you
or
are.
I'm in a G-bot.
Echo. It's one of those shows.
I
right.
I should get my act together.
So we'll do that before.
Yes.
We'll do that before the end of the show, and then finally this teapot will be winging its way somewhere. We're not quite sure where. It could be going as far as Greece, actually.
Oh, you have to come and collect it from the studio if you win it.
Yeah. You might have to pay for shipping at that point. We don't, we run a lean
machine.
Lean machine.
Yes, so yes, I can get my hand in there.
All right, well, you're going to be the one
and back out.
Picking out the thing.
Talking of picking things out, we are the king and queen of segues, by the way. Why is my hair doing this? This is so annoying. So, I had a bit of a gross, traumatic episode.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to show you the video.
Is it this one?
It's that one.
Most of them are dead. Some are moving.
Oh!
This is unbelievable. This is Raisin Bran. Nope. Look, they're floating to the top. This is disgusting.
With extra raisins?
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Extra protein.
Wait. So they were in the box, or you just left it out long enough and they crawled in there?
They were in the box. But here's the thing.
Was it a new box, or was it they crawled in after you'd opened it?
Well, I don't know. I'd already eaten some earlier in the week. Now, I think I've eaten bugs all week. Why I looked, I don't know. Because, it's Raisin Bran. So I thought, it's been a bran. Then I looked, and I thought, no way, legs moving. I don't even know what they were.
It's like those sea monkeys. You just add water. And then
just add milk. And they just started all floating to the top. And I thought, I cannot believe my eyes. So
That's probably, they just probably got in your cupboard.
Well, I Googled.
You Googled and?
Bugs in bran, Raisin Bran.
Bugs in bran.
It's happens a lot. So I sent my little video off to Kellogg's, like you do, on Twitter.
Did you plant the ants in there? you carry like a little file of bugs.
Yeah, like
you go to the restaurant, you put a fly in it. I
Get
know
'em in
you're
there.
that person, aren't you?
Dead and alive. Obviously,
Yeah.
I've eaten some in the week. I know for a fact I have. So here's a tip. If you want immediate customer service, say, for example, you've been emailing and no one gets back to you and you've got a Twitter account,
Right.
put it out publicly. They get back to you like that. But
You've said that before, and
Yeah.
I've not actually put that to the test
I've
yet.
had amazing service that way. And then they said, will you take that tweet down? I'm like, not till you fixed it. Anyway, but I didn't do that this time. I just, I did a private message and I sent them the video. And they wrote back, oh, no, Sam, we can't have that.
Well, then,
I'm like, is this person English?
you're on the radar now. They're like, oh,
They're like, watch her.
God, it's her again.
So they go, send us a picture of the box, the expiration date, the number on it, where you purchased it from, which I did, and my address. And I guess I'm getting some coupons for Bran.
I once bit into a Nutri-Grain bar.
Oh, no.
And it was the last time I had a Nutri-Grain bar.
Oh!
It had, I took a bite out of it, and then as I was taking a bite, like, you know how like it separates?
Yeah.
Well, like there was like this mealworm just like wiggling out of it.
Uh.
And I'd already eaten half of it at this point. And I took a video just like little.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's horrible.
Did you claim it back? Did you go and...
You call them and then they say, okay, what do you want? And we're like, and they're like, we'll offer you a coupon for more Nutri-Grain bars. I'm like,
You're like,
I don't
well,
want
no.
that.
That's kind of how I feel. I'm like, but when I Googled, it went back to something like 2004, bugs in cereal. Lots
think
of
that-
bugs in cereal.
well,
and
all
they
right.
didn't argue it. They were
Well, no,
like,
they're not going
let's
to.
not
What
have
are they
that.
There is a national standard for how many bugs could be in
Yes,
cereal.
yes. And in flour,
Yep.
rice in particular. But back home, we call them, especially in flour, we call them weevils. And that's why you have to sift your flour. People think it's to bring lots of air into the flour. Bugs.
bugs out?
It was horrible. I've got to tell you, I was mortified. I don't know what made me look.
It's not good.
It's not good.
Actually,
so.
on the topic of that, segue.
Segue.
It's food related at least. And this is something I saw last week, and I didn't have a chance to do anything last week other than try to get through the show, obviously.
I know.
Did you feel like that you were chasing the show, or did you feel like we were in control of that show last week?
For the most part, in control.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't, because there were so many moving parts, so many people,
Yeah.
so many cameras, microphones, this set, that set. I mean, it was a lot.
There was a lot. And
Bagpipes.
I know at some point I was going, like, you'd be talking to Mick about his jacket, and I'm saying to Travis, all right, come back to me over there and we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
And there was only one time or two times that you said, what's next?
What's next? Because I didn't have my paper.
And only one of those times I didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know that. That was well done. Well done, Ian.
I was like, I'm not sure.
That's what I like about our show.
Yeah.
We're not going to panic. We just don't panic. We roll with it.
Right.
We just have some fun with it,
Yeah.
you know.
But this other thing that I saw on the BBC, Jammy Dodger's production under threat as staff strike. Seriously.
No.
Production of Wagon Wheels and Jammy Dodger's biscuits could be halted at an Edinburgh factory this month after staff strike over pay, a union has warned. Just pay them, whatever it is.
Wheel of Jammy Dodgers and Wagon Wheels.
Exactly. There can't be any kind of interruption in the flow of Jammy Dodgers.
No.
Wagon Wheels, all right.
You know, Wagon Wheels always make me feel gippy. Like,
Yeah. If you've got to go
Marshmallow.
down to like half production, stop the Wagon Wheels. Like keep the Jammy
keep
Dodgers.
the Jammy Dodgers going.
Yeah.
Wow, overpay.
Yeah.
I mean, how old is a Jammy Dodger? As in, how long have they been around? I mean, it's never worth not producing if it's been around forever and a day. They stick around because they're popular.
I remember having them as a kid, which was like 400 years ago.
They're very messy to eat on a show, by the way.
Yeah.
We've done that before.
We have done that.
Crumbs galore.
Yeah. Apparently, the GMB union accused Burton's Biscuits, which also makes Maryland cookies, of making a divisory pay offer that had insulted the workers.
How very dare they do that?
Yes. Don't they realise they have to be both jammy and dodgy?
And dodgy at the same time.
That's not easy, I tell you.
I wonder if you get fed up of eating them when you work in a factory.
Oh, you probably don't.
I should ask my mum about that, because my mum, when she was a young woman, she used to work at the Bassett's Licorice All Sorts factory in Sheffield. And, you know, you obviously get your what they call misshapes.
I don't know.
They were called, and they were like the rejects, you know, you could bring them home and stuff like that. I think she worked in a biscuit factory as well at some point.
So you're trying to tell me that Licorice All Sorts also originated from Sheffield?
I think it did.
Oh, man. If I ever go back to the UK, I'm just going to go move
Just
to
go to
Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
They say people have the most sex in Sheffield out of the
What?
whole country.
Come on.
Yeah, they do. And they said they're the happiest. There might be a connection there.
You're just making that stuff up now. Good
No, there
Lord.
was a survey. There's a song about it. Because they've got these Park Hill flats, which at the time when they built them, I think it was the 60s, they were this, people viewed it as this amazing architecture, really just big, you know, block of flats, basically. And it was supposed to be, you know, kind of this new way of living. But someone did write a song about the flats and sex because you could hear everybody. It's a great song.
Well, they need to make thicker walls then in
They
Sheffield.
do. They do need to make thicker
That's what we're
walls.
learning here.
But these flats had what do you call it? You see,
I still haven't got my comments, by the way.
oh dear, there might be a cure for that. They had outside your flat. You came out your flat, but the balcony bit was wide enough to have like a golf cart. So the maintenance guy would have a golf cart going all the way up and down these.
Did you say the flats?
Flats? They were flats.
And there was a golf cart.
Yes.
Like on.
Yeah, like for the maintenance. Yes, on the.
So you go in the elevator and then go
and
up.
you could go in front of all the flats doors.
Oh, how funny!
Yeah, but they also, as it got over time, you know, it went really downhill. And if you did have to visit anyone, they'd be careful of TVs being thrown over the balconies. Nice. Yeah, but I think they've because you know how they like to bring things back. Now it's kind of a hip place to live again. But it took since the 60s. 60 odd years to why won't this stay in place?
I know, mine didn't either.
You know, to come back. But how did we get there? Sheffield, licorice all sorts.
We did. We were back.
Do you like licorice?
No, I actually was never a big fan of licorice all sorts.
Do you know what? Me neither. I only like the coconut ones, but only the coconut. I didn't eat licorice in the middle.
Yeah, no,
and then the ones that were layers, I'd pull out the layers of the licorice and just eat the sweet bit.
Right. So basically 10% of...
Yeah. And I think probably most people can relate to that.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never thought those were a good thing.
The licorice is something that can affect your medication, certain medications when you're taking them. Did you know that?
No.
Like grapefruit juice is another one that can affect your medications.
I've heard that.
Yeah, some kind of citruses and stuff.
Yeah.
What else are we going to do? I've got quite a few bits and pieces on my list.
Have you? Do you want to? Should we take a breather and go to Eve?
Yeah, let's do Eve.
Let's do that. So last week, if you saw the show, she was there in her full regalia with the crown.
She
and
was
the Mrs. England. Did you see the walk she did?
She's fantastic.
She did the whole kind of.
She did.
Hello.
She did. And
She did
you
the
know,
whole
and
bit.
I appreciate the fact that she had to get up so early to put all the makeup on, get her hair done, put your gown on, your crown. I mean, it's a lot.
It was great.
6:30 in the morning, I think she did that. Bless her.
It was fun, but she's back to her regular spot now on the show, which is BFF, and actually an increasing amount of these slots are being dedicated to booze.
Yeah, well,
And
she knows our demographic.
She does. So and the BFF we've discussed.
We've discarded.
We've discarded. We decided that the B should actually be for booze, which apparently I also have in this cup. So today Eve's making more alcohol, basically. So take a look.
So in case you hadn't noticed, during quarantine I got into doing more of the cocktail making, so now we kind of have beauty, booze, fitness and fashion. So I'm going to try and rotate one of them. If you have any requests, any cocktails you want me to make healthy versions of, if you have any fashions you want to see, I'm thinking about doing a fall or autumn boot edit, things like that, just drop them in the comments and I will read them and I will try and create some content for you. But today I'm going to do kind of a more grown-up adult version of a martini for 2020 because Cosmos were big, right? And I've done the healthy Cosmos before. So this week I'm going to do an Aperol grapefruit martini. So let's have a look. We're going to use... Okay, so if you want to make a cocktail, you don't have to worry so much about the measuring, but when you're doing martinis, I really like to measure them. It makes a really perfect balance, and you have to be careful using grapefruit and Aperol that it doesn't get too bitter. So here we go, we're going to use 1.5 ounces of vodka. I have timeless vodka. You can use your favorite vodka. This one is 80% proof. It's going to run you about 131 calories per 1.5 shots. So you can add more alcohol, less alcohol, whatever you want to do. So this cocktail is going to run you about 165 calories total. So any cocktail under 200 calories I think is winning. Next up, I'm going to add 1 ounce of Aperol. You can use more or less depending on the kind of the flavor you want. I like Aperol and I think it makes it such a pretty color as well. I just have ice in here to start with. Definitely when you're using juices, I highly recommend using fresh juice, especially lemon and lime. Lemon and lime juice out of those squeezy bottles is fine for some things. For cocktails, not so much. It kind of gives it more of that artificial taste. Then I'm just going to throw in, again, 3/4 ounce because this is a martini. If you wanted to make it a longer drink, you could add more juice. So then it's up to you how you want to serve it. You can serve it in a martini glass straight up, or I'm actually going to serve it over ice because I think it's just such a nice, refreshing drink. You could also top this up with soda water and Prosecco, so it's kind of like a grapefruit, vodka, Aperol spritz. You do whatever tastes good to you. Cheers.
Well, there she is. I think she's turning to a bit. I mean, you know, it's the afternoon drinking thing.
I think we should go around to her house more often.
The crown's slipping.
The crown is slipping. I tell you something. She's done a lot of content for us. Fitness, the fashion stuff, the booze, more booze, and more booze.
And more booze. So, but we love it, and thank you, Eve, for always contributing to
and having been
show.
with us for a year. I can't believe it.
It's crazy, isn't it? And then, you know, Dawn's also on the page now doing the British Boutique Shop, which is great, which we love that.
And Request It Live.
Request It Live, which is a new thing, and we've run it a couple of times now, and it seems to be, you know, I mean, it's a thing. You know, we kind of like that. Mandy and Dave have done the last 2 weeks.
And I loved the songs that they sang last week.
They do. They do a nice job.
Songs you've forgotten about.
That's right.
That Carpenter song was fabulous.
Yeah. Well, and the goal is to kind of inspire others to be able to kind of do this from wherever they are. So that you don't have to be here in the studio. Yeah. And also, we don't actually have to do the production.
That's right.
And actually saying that, if you've got somebody out there that you either are a singer or even a band actually, or know somebody that might be interested in doing a Request It Live, let us know. Reach out to us, and we can line you up for a future Request It Live, which would be kind of fun.
Yeah, so literally you do Request It Live in the comments.
Yeah. You know? And if you've got I mean, the idea is there's supposed to be a British connection. So if you're British or you just have a really good British accent, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sure what the criteria is.
Oh, you have the same queen, no matter what country you're in.
Commonwealth.
Yeah.
That's true. You could qualify.
There's a connection there.
So we do try to kind of keep it. But we said that, and then last week we had Daniel Emmett, Mary Wilson, and David Goldrake.
Mary lived in London for 3 years.
She did.
And Daniel's family originate, if I'm not wrong, from Derbyshire.
Do they?
Near
Sheffield? Yeah. Well, of course they do.
So there's the connection
so
there.
So if you can create a tenuous link in any way whatsoever, you'll probably qualify.
Yeah, that's right.
What else you got, Sam?
I enjoyed it, though. I must admit, I really, really enjoyed it.
Good.
Now, if you missed last week's show, you missed our big announcement that we now have a relationship with the British Corner Shop, the biggest British online shop for all your British bits and bobs. For all your bits and bobs.
Actually, we've got to change this, by the way,
yes.
Paris, so you can come out of that. And it's actually £15 off. So you can take that down.
Yes,
You can do a little-
off your first $75
I'm going to make you
purchase.
do the modification in real time.
In real time.
So
look how fancy we
it's
are.
actually 15. I made that mistake last week.
Easily done.
And John at British Corner Shop very kindly reminded me that it's actually £15, which is actually a better
It's
deal.
a chunk.
It's
yeah.
a better deal of first-time orders, and then after that, I mean, if you're going to be ordering any British products, no matter whether it's a flake or
Flake.
or anything up, just go ahead and use the promo code SPILL-THE-TEA.
Is this the pound symbol?
Yes, yes, Travis.
Yes, it is.
That is
Okay.
the pound.
Sterling.
symbol. Well done. But yes,
Wonderful.
use that spill the tea thing.
And then we'll have our own link eventually. That will track our link when you use it, and of course it does benefit our show as well, so we just thought we'd let you know that. But let me tell you what they've got on their website. I love this idea. They have what they call these Brit kits and hampers,
Yeah.
and they've got different themes. So this one, I love this one. This Brit kit is your roast chicken dinner essentials.
Nice.
So you've got your Paxo, you've got your Bisto, you've got your bread sauce, an onion sauce, which I love.
My mum makes a good bread sauce.
Does she? I'd love a recipe because one year I couldn't get my hands on the packet kind, and it's not Christmas unless you've got bread
Right.
sauce and onion sauce. So I love that. It's £9.99. Love that. Then this one's got, you got your steak and kidney one. Then you got your roast turkey dinner essentials. You got your afternoon tea one, and I love that. Mr. Kipling.
They also do. I noticed here as well. They do a mystery box, which I think is pretty
They
cool.
do?
They do.
Oh.
So in theory, the wonderment of it is that you get it, you open it up, and you don't know what's in it.
Oh.
From their perspective, it's probably whatever's left over. I'm kidding, guys. I'm just
Hey, it's a very enterprising way to do it.
It probably is, but I do love the idea of these Brit kits, especially if you are overseas and you just get a little taste of home sent to you.
I think they'd make a lovely gift.
Yeah,
I'd love a Brit kit.
actually, it's true.
Look, it's got
Regardless.
Warburton's bread in this one. Gosh, don't you miss English bread?
I was looking at the sweet treats, so
Where are you? Oh, 'cause I'm still in the Brit kits.
it's Twirl, Whisper, Boost,
Care packages.
Crunchies, Flakes, Curly Whirly. It's the whole lot.
Savoury snacks, nibbles.
And they're not bad in terms of prices.
They're not,
They're
Scampi.
really good.
Scampi, you remember the Scampi?
The chips?
Yeah.
Like the crisps?
Crisps, yeah.
Sorry.
Fish
The
and chips. What's this? Jacob's Cheeselets.
I have no idea.
I've never had those before.
So anyway, we are going to be getting, we've been promised to get a Brit kit every now and again.
They've got a healthy one.
Oh no, we won't order that one. So we'll get that, and we'll do the unboxing.
Yes,
'Cause
everybody loves an unboxing video.
Do they really though?
Love an unboxing video.
I don't get it.
The only thing I do not like about unboxing videos is, it's arrived in a box. I know that.
Yeah.
It's a brown box. I don't need to know that. Open and
the box.
Then they take their time. Like, don't spin it out. Just open up that box
see,
and show us what's inside.
I'd be all right with that. So we'll do that. We'll do that right here.
That'll be fun. But yes, we'll make sure that we periodically share this information so that you know how to get your £15 off your first order, and then we'll make sure that our link goes out there as well. So I'm excited. But they're the
Great.
biggest one. Where are they based? Is it Bristol?
They're in Bristol,
Bristol.
I believe. I think that's.
They ship worldwide, just like our show, worldwide.
We ship worldwide.
We ship worldwide.
With free delivery.
Oh, you see, this is a good one. The classics one with your rich tea, your hobnobs, your ginger nuts, your digestives, your custard creams.
Okay, we've lost her, Travis.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it.
She's spiraling.
Yeah, I gotta go to rehab.
Yeah. This might have been a bad affiliation we just got here.
But I think that's great. Really excited that we have a partnership now with them, and it's good for you too. So
It is.
Oh, they've been featured in a lot of places: the Telegraph, the Guardian, the Daily Mirror, the Sun, the Independent. Now spill the tea.
Which really should be at the top now.
Oh, they've got recipes on here. Huh. Okay, British
The rest
recipes.
of the show will be dedicated just to Sam reading out the contents.
Yeah, everything on their website. And I do
Of the
like their
website.
little logo too. That's very good. So, yeah, very excited about that. What's next on my little list?
What you got?
Well, I went to see friends of mine who I've Not seen in a couple of months. Actually, one of my friends, Kat and Todd, Kat was there to take me home from the hospital along with
nice.
Jim, and she was a big support to Jim because I don't know fully what he went through because I was off my head on drugs in the hospital, not in rehab, by the way. But she was a great help to him, and we popped over to their house this week, and she loves her animals. She's like me. She loves her animals. She's got over 40 animals. But this is her latest rescue animal. There's Boom Boom. And she frightens me. And I love animals, but I'm scared of her. She's taller than I am.
It's an emu. Well, you know what? With this picture, actually, it looks like that little cabana thing could be an extra large emu.
It could be.
Standing over the top.
One-legged emu.
Yeah.
So that's Boom Boom. And Jim didn't know when he first met Boom Boom to not actually go up to Boom Boom. And she pecked his shoe. And I said, where have you been? Because I've been with Boom Boom. I said, you have? By yourself? Because, yeah, she pecked my shoe. He was like, oh, no, don't be doing that.
It's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. I mean, I remember the time we were in their house and all their animals are in the house. I'm talking the roosters, the chickens, the cats, the dogs. Everybody's in there. They all eat in the house. They're amazing.
Yeah.
And it's just normal. And Kat said to Jim, keep that rooster standing between the rooster and the chicken because I have to go grab something, yeah? Because, you know, she's the boss of everybody and they respect her. Next thing I know, Jimmy's running around the living room. He's one of those chickens with the white plumes that comes over their eyes.
Yeah.
Chasing him, pecking him, pricking his legs, and I couldn't help him. I was just laughing.
I mean, you could have helped him, but you didn't want to help him.
But I didn't. So then I thought he might have learned a lesson from that. But no, he goes to go out with Boom Boom, and he could have been. You know, they have those horrendously large claws, and what they do is they use that middle claw to go right down its prey's belly,
Like a velociraptor.
yeah, to open up and eat the contents of the stomach and then eat the rest of it. So that could have been Jim, you know. But it was lovely to go over to the house, except you could see me. I'm like, hang on. And I'm running around their back garden because Boom Boom's coming for me. Oh, my gosh. But she's so big, she frightens me to death. Oh. But it was really nice because we'd not seen each other for a couple of months. And we had a little... Well, I didn't do a swim because I can't swim, but I just hung on to a floaty thing. And we did the hot tub, which was really nice. And it was just lovely. And other friends had come in from Texas. And but there's Boom Boom. And she rescued Boom Boom. Isn't that lovely?
Well, while you're getting on to your next thing, one thing we didn't do last week, because again, what more did we need in terms of content for that show?
Could we have added much more in? No, not really.
No, we could have had Boom Boom in. That would have been interesting. But one thing we didn't do was our usual checker day.
Oh, is that my cue?
That's your cue.
Even though
It's checker day. It's the day where we check the days. Today's the day that we check the day. All right.
You're so
I didn't prepare for it. I'm always like surprised every time you call to me. Every time, even today.
Yeah, even though we talked about it, we didn't do it. And I miss checker day, so they're always random, and I love that.
They are random, and I think in terms of randomness, we're about there. You know, we're good. It's Chiropractic Founders Day.
Right. I do love a nice adjustment, though. I must admit.
That's all I like. It's First Love Day. Yeah.
Well, what are people being told to do to celebrate these days? Because usually there's some kind of instruction.
It just says, do you remember your first love? Do you recall that moment when the rest of the world receded? Whatever. So anyway, that's it. It's First Love Day.
Such a romantic.
Yes.
My hair is making me crazy.
Who was your first love?
My husband.
Well said.
Good answer.
Well said.
What about you, Ian? You can't ask that question and not answer that.
I can't?
No.
They always say, don't ask a question you don't know the answer to.
I was 16. Her name was Tracy.
Tracy's.
Yes.
I heard her mom was pretty good. Is it Stacy's? Oh, sorry.
Oh, Stacy's mom.
Sorry.
You were close. You were close. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Yeah.
Thank God I found the name because that would have been really weird.
Yeah.
Talking of names. Come on. We got more.
Let's move on from that one, shall we?
It's going to get you in trouble.
It's Hug a Greeting Card Writer Day.
I don't know anyone.
It's a niche little hugging opportunity.
My younger sister, She's a great writer and a poet. And if I need something special for someone's birthday or whatever, I just give her a few details. She may not know them. And within 10 minutes, boom, she's got something for me. She should do that for a living. She'd be brilliant.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
It's International Grenache Day, as in the wine.
Oh.
It says here, also known as International Grenache Day.
Okay.
Great.
All
It's
right.
good to know it's known by just the one twice. International Read an Ebook Day.
Do you? Do you read e-books?
I don't read.
Do you eat and read them? I don't.
No, I really don't, actually.
I don't. I have a hard time with that. If I'm going to read a book, I need a real book in my hand.
It's National Cheeseburger Day. It's National Cheeseburger
That's like
Day.
every day in the States.
We can do that. We should celebrate that one. It's National Concussion Awareness Day, which I think we've all got a little bit today. Let's be aware that we all have a little bit of concussion going on. And it's National POW MIA Recognition Day. That's a good one to at least know what's going on. A National Respect Day. That went out of the window in this show as well at some point.
It did. It's all.
Stacey's mom.
Yeah.
Stacey's mom. What did you say originally?
Tracy's mom.
Yeah. So weird. It's National Tradesman's Day.
Okay.
No, that's good. I mean, celebrate all the tradesmen out there.
Oh, tradesman. Okay.
What do you think I said?
Trading.
Trading. No, tradesman.
I tell you something. I think there's going to be a big explosion into people going into trades.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think, especially after this whole debacle with not being able to go back to university, college, or start or whatever.
Yeah.
Not everybody needs to go to college. Trades, I'm telling you, make a great living and have great careers in
The
trades.
kids, get yourself an education. We don't endorse not going to school or
Go to
further
school.
education.
Well, if they'll let you go to school,
Well,
school, but you
true.
don't always have to go to college.
Why not both?
Yeah, see,
Why not
he's,
both?
Yeah.
he is the poster child
Are
for
you
that.
in college? You've been in.
Yeah, I'm in college.
What are you studying?
I've graduated in film at UNLV.
Duh, of
Yep.
course.
Yeah, there you are.
It's very useful.
Yeah.
And look what happens if you
Look
don't.
at your career now.
Yeah, look what
Yeah.
I'm doing here.
Yeah,
This is it.
but you're the ones that at least pushing the buttons. We're just out front,
Yeah.
making stuff up as we go along.
I'm part of the show this time.
Yeah, no, you
I
are.
like it.
The most involved I've ever been on the show.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a whole new world.
I
now.
like myself.
We're into the
some
second
Chandler.
year. We're like we're what do they say over here now? We're a sophomore.
Oh,
Sophomore.
I've been here. I've lived here over 20 years, and I still don't understand the whole school, sixth
Yeah,
grade,
I
seventh
know.
grade. I don't understand any of that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's true.
I probably would if I had kids, you know. But
Well,
I
this is
don't.
our sophomore year. Put it that
Sophomore.
way.
Okay.
It's Rice Krispies Treats Day. See, keeping the quality of the show at
Yeah.
the level
Can
it
we
should.
create a spill the tea day? Like, is that just our
We
first?
Yes,
probably
we can
could.
submit for it on the calendar. Yeah, absolutely.
need to
can.
have it on
No,
there.
we can just declare it. No, you know what we need to do, and I know how to do it.
What'd you do?
I'm gonna have get us a proclamation.
Oh, what?
I was wondering what you were going to say to start with. I'm going to get us a what?
I'm gonna get us a
So-
proclamation.
Welcome to the last edition of Spill the Tea, apparently, because they're going to take us off the air,
They
off the
are.
internet.
I think you can do anything on the internet, though, can't you?
You
We're
can,
not governed.
but we choose not to.
We're not governed by the FCC, are we?
It's true. It's true. And then on this day in history, there was a couple more, but they were.
Were they lame?
It's World Bamboo Day. I mean, I got nothing for
Me
that.
old bamboo,
Me
me
old
old bamboo. Strike a light, Mary Poppins. I love how he's.
What? That was a nice little fusion.
That's how it is. Watch Mary Poppins and listen to his accent,
I will.
and that it's a hybrid.
I will. So on this day in history, not a lot happened on this day in history.
Oh, dear.
So I'm going to skip through that. But there's some interesting birthdays. Actually, there's an interesting death today, so I'll start with that because otherwise it ends on a downer.
Let's keep it jolly.
Yeah, 1970, Jimi Hendrix died on this day. Oh,
Legend.
Yes,
A
burning guitar and the whole bit.
Yeah.
So what else? So birthdays then. 1976, Ronaldo, the Brazilian footballer. Yeah. Not Cristiano Ronaldo.
I was going to say.
The other Ronaldo, the Brazilian one.
Did you ever see that statue that they did of him?
Yes, it was pretty horrendous.
I would have cried.
1971, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her birthday.
Did she recently get caught up in entanglement with another man? She called it an entanglement.
Yeah, well, she actually had her podcast show and had
Did they?
Will on there, and they were talking about very openly about their
the Red Table
discretions,
show that she does.
indiscretions.
Yes.
Not
I
very
thought it was.
discreet.
She's always been. It's a very kind of brutally honest kind of show on Facebook, but I felt like the entanglement was, call it what it is. You had an affair.
Well, I don't think they were saying that it wasn't, were they?
No, but she called it an entanglement, and then memes galore
By any
after
other
that.
word.
Do you know what I mean?
By any other
It was
word.
like, I've never heard that before.
Oh, yeah. Entanglement. Next time I get tangled up in something, I'll remember that. Oh, I'm in an entanglement.
Just an entanglement.
1961, James Gandolfini.
Oh,
They're from
yeah.
Sopranos.
Strangely enough, I actually knew
Right?
exactly what he was talking about
Yeah.
there.
1905, Greta Garbo,
Oh.
if you will. And, I was like, I thought this said Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
And it's not, because it had 1709. I thought, he's not that old, is he? No, it's Samuel Johnson, the English author.
I don't know him. What's he known for?
I got nothing.
You see, this
But
is
anyway,
the kind of stuff that makes me insane.
Those were the birthdays on this day
What
in
was
history.
his name again? Samuel.
Johnson. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday. You share it
Yes.
with an illustrious collection of others. And the death of Jimi Hendrix. So that's all that. All right. So are you looking up? Are you looking up stuff?
Yeah, this is how my mind works all the time, and I get on my own nerves doing this.
Are you on your phone too much? Does Jim tell you to get off the phone?
Not really. I think Jim's really up to being on the phone recently.
Well, which I suppose,
Which he's not normally on it that much.
there's a lot of information out there at the moment.
There is, and that's my thing. I'm an information junkie, and I just totally get on my own nerves. But let me tell you all about. No,
All right.
well, might be boring.
We'll move on. I am on my phone too much. I have been told, and I'm trying to curtail that. But the thing is, I use this for
Everything.
work and everything.
Yes.
Like every video you've ever seen on Spill the Tea that has had any form of editing to it has been done on that on that phone. So
it's
that's how it
surprising what
is.
you can do on your phone.
Yeah. Because look, even right now, I could do this and the camera's going to change. See, it's amazing. That's not true, actually, but it could be.
Do you see that?
It could be.
It could, yeah. No, it literally can be.
Look, can you bring me in on this?
All right, yeah, this is impromptu.
Is this this is impromptu? I'm just saying. Look,
just to prove
the point.
Watch it not work.
It's not going to work now.
It's probably not going to work. What's the number on it? What's the
12?
I'm
12.
gonna,
All right.
I'm gonna give this dog a kiss.
You're going to do that? What are you doing?
Giving the dog a kiss.
Oh, see, now it's not working.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, there we go. So yes, so just to prove the point, I can now be on this camera right. Look, I've got Sam's other side over there.
Do people ever wonder what the studio looks like from your
Oh,
perspective?
yeah, you got a real.
This is what it looks like from my perspective.
Yeah.
This is like the wider angle. But yeah, see, so that's how this device kind of works pretty
It is
nicely.
fantastic, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
You can get like right up the nostril.
Nice.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice view of my
Dungarees. I said dungarees.
dungarees.
Dungaroos.
Yeah, we call these dungarees. Everybody else calls them overalls here, don't they?
Yep.
Sure, yes.
Which, by the way, I have a great video about things that British people say that non-British people probably have no clue what the heck it means. So this could be very, very educational.
Well, go on then.
Very educational.
We're just not on it today.
I'm still tired from last week.
Yeah, I know.
This could be a very fun educational video. Here you go.
right.
A minute's worth of British sayings.
British phrases to confuse people who are not British. She's fun, but she's a few sandwiches short of a picnic, meaning she's got no common sense. Bagsy the front seat, same as shotgun, but better. Oh, we went on a right bender at the weekend, meaning we drank quite excessively and got up to quite a lot of mischief. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Basically the equivalent of et voila or hey presto. Bog standard, something completely ordinary with no add-ons, embellishments or frills. How was the hotel? Bog standard. Chock-a-block, something that's full to the brim or rammed, sometimes shortened to chocker. Sorry I'm late, road was chocker. One of my favourites, faff. Basically to waste time doing very little, faffing about. Gobsmacked. Astounded, bewildered, shocked. I was gobsmacked. And finally, miffed, slightly irritated or annoyed. Miffed!
Faff is one of my favourites.
I've often faffed around.
Stop faffing around.
However, I have a something to raise with this one.
Okay.
And I think it's just one of those things I've gone through life maybe not getting right.
Is this an epiphany?
It's bog standard.
Yeah. What did you think it was? Oh, I can't wait.
I thought it was box standard, like BOX. Box standard, not bog. Somebody help me here. My comments aren't working. I've got no backup.
Let me tell you a funny story about this. You know when these acronyms started coming in, LOL and all of this stuff, a friend of my sister's, my twin sister Serena, sent her an email telling her she'd lost her job, da-da-da. So Serena replied back, you know, that she was very sorry about it. LOL. She thought it meant lots of love.
Oh, no. That's slightly inappropriate.
I laugh out loud. And it was only by chance. She went, no, LOL. We were talking about what LOL was. She goes, oh, no? I thought it meant lots of love. And I was like, no. She goes, I sent that back to my friend who lost a job. I think that's so funny.
That's pretty funny.
Oh,
I like
God.
that one.
I don't know if they're still friends or not.
Well,
I have no idea.
They're not laughing out loud now, are they?
Oh, can you imagine?
Oh, good Lord. Well, you know what? I know you've got a list of things, but we probably should think about wrapping this up.
We're at an hour right now.
We're what?
We're at an hour.
Oh, we are already.
Do you have any, like, one thing? Because we've got to get to
if
this.
there's anything that I...
You're allowed one more item, Sam.
Well, no, I'll save that for another day if I can get pictures of it. But I think it's very hard sometimes to describe to people how hot it is in Vegas. And I found this meme, and I think it's... how dry it is.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We tell everyone you must hydrate, and you don't listen, and you end up looking like that.
It's true. I'm only 22. Look, it's terrible. It gets to you. Travis is laughing. You must be embryonic at that point.
Embryonic.
I'm using all the big words today.
All the big words.
So all right, we've got these names that we're gonna put in there. It sounds really dodgy, doesn't it? It sounds like these could just be like two people's names and the rest are just
all
empty.
the same name on all of them.
We're gonna have to prove this. We're gonna have to like.
So Ian, just one at a time. We'll take the 30 minutes it takes.
No. We won't do that. But can you see that there on the wide? You got that? All right. Oh yeah, we can see that.
Well,
That's
we already
good.
read out the. Yeah.
We have.
We're honest.
So all right, I'm gonna read them. Why don't you take some, and we'll read them and put them in, and we'll see who we got. We got Sandy is going in.
We've got Alison.
And this, in case you missed the beginning of the show, is to win the Spill the Tea teapot, which has been on our set since the very first show. Mm-hmm. We've got Anna.
And we've got Sharon.
And Suzanne.
And Sarah.
And Linda. And these guys, by the way, are all the top fans. That is you can't qualify to be a top fan. You can't just be a top fan. Oh yeah, I'm over here. Keep looking over there. I'm over here. You can't just be a top fan. You actually have to engage with the show. So to be a top fan, keep watching.
I've got Margarita.
I've got Dawn, but it's not our Dawn, in case you're wondering, Dawn.
And we've got Mike.
We've got Mike. We've got Sue. You know, I know, and they're thinking, well, my name's Sue. How do I know if I'm a top fan? I think it says, doesn't it, Travis?
It lets you know if you're a top fan and you accept being a top fan.
Oh, you have to. It's like a title.
Yeah, you have to accept
Oh,
it.
you do?
Bestowed.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had to accept it.
Yeah, it's a title. Gary.
And I'm actually going to pull up a couple more of the list here of the top fans, because when we pull one out, we've got to make sure we give the full name.
Yes.
Kevin, right there. He's going to go in.
Erin.
Robin.
Vanessa.
And Pauline. All right. So are you putting the top on? You need to shake around. You got to have a good you know. That's going to work.
Yep. No.
That's really going to
I
work.
have to do my hand.
All right.
My little lady hand.
Your
is
little
going. I used to say to Jim, look at my hand, little lady hand. It's like a piece of art.
Do you want to talk into the microphone? Probably a good idea.
Well, how did it get there?
I don't know.
How on earth did that get there?
That's where you were sitting. You scooted.
Have I jiggled around? I am a wiggler, though. I do like to
You
wiggle.
are a wiggler.
I'm a wiggler. Right, here we go. I've done a good.
You've done one of those.
Yeah, let me get my little.
Who's it gonna be?
Let me get my little lady hand in there.
All right.
I do like my top on camera, I have to say. I love the sleeves. On a side note, here we go.
All right.
And we will be. I feel like a magician. Let me do my
And the
dove
winner
hands.
is.
And the winner is
Vanessa!
Vanessa!
Congratulations!
So, in case we're not sure who Vanessa is, we're talking specifically about Vanessa Fletcher. There you go. And a good northeast name.
Yes, I think so too. But
All
yes,
right.
congratulations. You're going to get Spill the Tea teapot that my
The
hand
Spill
has
the
been
Tea.
inside.
Yeah. Well, that's just worth it all by itself, isn't it, really?
It's all
Are you having
coronafied.
fun then? What are you doing?
What on earth?
There it is.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And it's actually got a little thing here. Wait, hold on. You can't really see. It's got like a little... oh, you absolutely can't see that.
No. Oh,
All right,
almost.
we might do. There's a white little sticker here. Right there. Right there.
Yes.
And what you can do with that is if you touch with your phone, it's kind of cool actually.
Yes.
Touch with your
Oh,
phone
it's just
like
not
that.
just any old teapot.
It sends you to a link. It's no normal teapot. It will send you directly to the Spill the Tea website.
That's how fancy it is.
That's how it's an interactive teapot.
It is.
It's not many times you get to say that in life, is it? So well done, Vanessa. You win the thing that we've loved the most on this set
We have.
for the next year. And next week there will be a new one.
I think it should be a red one. It would make the most sense.
Oh, yeah.
because,
Red
like,
with white, little flip.
Right, so the new one will be a red teapot with white lettering. All right,
Sounds wonderful.
we will make that. We will make
And
that
I
happen.
don't know if you noticed at the top of the show, where am I looking?
the what?
On the wide. That we have a new intro and
We
a new
do.
outro.
We do have new titles and new credits. I
And
suppose
that's
you'd say.
all Ian's work. You put all
Yes.
that together.
Also made entirely on this phone. I will have you know. Filmed and edited.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
it. I love the fresh new
Yeah.
look, and it's a cool feel.
Yeah, and I thought, well, we'll take all the things that we have around here
Yeah.
and use them. In fact, I did forget about the guitar, actually.
Oh, did you?
It was only when I looked at it the other day, I was like, oh, I forgot the guitar. But, can't have
Can't be
everything.
perfect all the time, Ian.
No, I know. I
We're
know.
only human.
So we hope you like the new titles. So I think that's it. We're good for the show?
Yeah, and if you didn't see last week's show, please go back. We don't take them down, and go and see what we got up to on the anniversary show, and how dressed up we were.
We were very dressed up.
And now we're not.
Now we're definitely not. We really, trust me, for the next couple of weeks, I think we're going to keep it nice and
You
simple.
know, as you get older, not that I think I'm older, but you do get more tired when you go out and get dressed up and stuff. The getting dressed up is the effort, the tiring part of it.
That was the exhausting part.
Yeah, instead of doing the show
Yeah,
itself.
yeah.
But it was tons of fun, and we hit a big milestone.
We did.
Big milestone.
And our numbers have been good.
Been great.
People watching us, thanks to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Well, I think we are at the end of that show, and I never say that, do I, Ian?
No, you never do. I have to just cut you off.
Usually, that's
Exactly.
right.
Travis,
Oh, big hug.
thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely. It was my pleasure.
We love you,
We love you.
Travis.
And we'll see all you guys on Spill the Tea next week.
Cheers, everyone.
Take care. Bye.